gentlemen, how are we doing? Are we alright? Yeah. There we go, that's a big cheers. Good to be here. It's been a weird day weather-wise, hasn't it? Yeah. I say weird day, it's been a weird few months. What did we have summer, like 2 weeks in June and 1 week in September? You know, August was shit. I noticed Europe had a nice summer, didn't they? They were on fire, literally. It's Brexit, man, they don't even share the weather with us anymore. What's going on? And people say that the other countries in Europe don't like us. I'm not so sure. I think it's more that they don't understand us. Which, I mean, you know, if you've opened a dictionary, I'm not sure we understand us. You know, the English language is fucked. Okay? You open a dictionary, you go to T, you've got there, and there. It's the same fucking word, spelled 3 different ways. You go to R, you've got read and read, same thing. You go right to the end, go to Y, you've got yacht. That's spelled like a surprise sneeze, isn't it? Seriously, have a look at it next time you see it written down. It's just spelled like yes. Doesn't make any sense. The worst one, hippomonstrosis quipedaliophobia. You know what that means? That's the fear of long fucking words. Where's the logic? Where's the sense? That's like a doctor calling you into his office to tell you that you've got arachnophobia, and you walk through the door and he starts scuttling around his desk dressed as a fucking spider, web hanging out his arse. Ooh, oh, interesting. But the English language is very stressful, right? It's a very stressful thing, and I don't like stressful things, which is part of the reason why I don't like ordering at the chip shop. Bear with me. So, ordering at the chip shop is not like ordering at any other food takeaway restaurant, okay? Because you walk in, there's a certain amount of food that's there that you can get, it's probably cold, and you've got to make sure that you know what you want, because if you don't, you can see the menu, you see the food, you get the wrong thing, you go home disappointed, right? It's very stressful. So I found a way to get around this. Planning. When I said, do you like planning? Yeah, you seem very enthusiastic about this planning. Did you plan that response? So, planning, right? And what you do is a few hours before, when you decide you're going to the chip shop, you've got to kind of assert your dominance with it, you know. Chippy tea. Going to the chip shop. I'm having a chippy tea. He's not getting on board with the plan. I'm having a chippy tea, right? But when you decide you're having a chippy tea, you've got to decide what you're having with it. Bad sausage. So, am I right? Yeah. Absolutely. He's got on board with the planning. Come on, man. No, not just eat. Jesus, come on, man. We're going to the chip shop. It's cheaper. Battered sausage, right? It's a battered sausage. That's what you want. Battered sausage. You say it to yourself for the next few hours. Battered sausage. That's what you say. A bit weird. Battered sausage. And then you walk through the door, don't you? You barge in. So glad I got that in. You barge in, and you walk. Someone just clocked on. And they're like, welcome. This is stand-up comedy at the margin. Oh, hey! You're in the podcast, gentlemen. It's finally arrived. So, you go to... Do you remember the chip shop? Yeah. We go to the chip shop.
It is Long Eaton.
Good point. Well made. So you go, Jesus Christ, it gets worse. So you go to the chip shop, right, if anyone remembers that, okay? And you see it, the battered sausage, remember how we planned, sir? You see the battered sausage in and amongst the fish cakes, right? The last battered sausage. And you look at it, you start drooling. Oh. You know, you get so close to it that you can hear your drool hitting that really hot glass. Oh. Oh. You know, you get in the queue, you're behind the woman with the big family order. You know, she's already ordered 15 portions of chips. Sitting there, spoilers! 17 fish cakes, you know, 17 kilos of mushy peas, 2 gallons of gravy, that kind of order, you know, the big family order. And the whole time you sat there thinking, I just want my battered sausage. So please don't take my battered sausage. It's all I want. You know, you make eye contact with the battered sausage. You're like, don't worry, we'll be together soon. The battered sausage looks at you in the only way a loving battered sausage can. Just kind of You've all seen the look. And just as you think she's getting to the end of the order, you get excited, and then all you can hear is, "I want a battered sausage as well, please, love." Bitch! So all I wanted was my battered sausage. It made the eyes with me. You're looking at it, it's panicking, going into her bag, thinking it's yours, it's going there, it's panicking, looking at you like... range of a teaspoon or a sausage. But the problem is now you're exactly where you didn't want to be. Now you're in the stress chip shop situation that I hate. You know, you're looking at the food, none of it you want. You're looking at the menu, you can't work it out. You're looking at those meal deals that they have near the end, you know. The planning's failing us now, isn't it, mate? You know, you're not sure what you want to order. It's really hot. You're getting closer to the queue. He goes, "What can I get you, mate?" "I'll have a pucker pie with a kebab on a cob." That's not food, is it? That's not a meal. It's not nutritional. Now you've got to pay him for this. So you pay him, you hand over the money, take your bag of disappointment. You go home, you lay it out, you don't see food. You see sadness, disappointment, upset, regret. Just reminds you of every day in August when you open your blinds, doesn't it? It's too stressful. I don't like it, you know? I don't like being stressed. Do you know what I like? I like goats. Bear with me. There is a joke on this, I'm not just having a breakdown. I like goats, right? I like goats, mate, I tell you, yeah? I've planned this one. I like goats. I like goats because they're hilarious. Have you ever seen somebody scare a goat? They just freeze and fall over. It's fucking brilliant. You know, someone just runs up to a goat like, "Ah," and they're just there like... I hope you know I only put that joke in so you guys could hear my goat impression. Hope you enjoyed it. You're welcome. So it's good to be back in England. I lived in Canada for 1.5 years. Good to cheer. You been to Canada? Yeah, 3 of you. It is Long Eaton. So, lived in Canada for 1.5 years, and I've moved back in with my parents, which is, reminding me why I left the continent. So I'm seeing all those differences that I saw beforehand, you know, of the ages. Like, I'm 26, I like going out, having a drink, and I like coming in late. They don't like being woken up. I like eating the food and drinking the beer in the house. They don't like paying for it. They like changing the lock. I like acquiring the new key. Just me again! So, but I think the reason I really hate it is because I'm the least favourite. I know, it's really sad, isn't it? It's also true. It's not a joke, this bit. There's 3 of us. I'm the middle child, as you can imagine. So there's my older brother, who's a bit of a dick because he gave my parents a grandkid. Which, yeah, exactly. Puts it in the God section of the legal of favourite child. You know, my younger brother is their baby, so is also in the God section of the legal of favourite child. I'm down in the relegation zone. My cousin and the goldfish are above me. And I rang my parents the other day. I said, "What can I do to try and get myself up the rankings here?" And they said, "Oh, you could give us a grandkid." Do I look like the kind of person to give them a grandkid? Like, I left the continent, okay? I came back, set up shop in their house, right? Went for a job at McDonald's, which I failed to get, didn't plan enough. Then went on the dole, and now going around doing comedy gigs, claiming my big break's coming soon, I can feel it. I'm the least favourite out of the 3 of us, bearing in mind my younger brother is someone who, on purpose, on a regular basis, actually uses the phrase, "That's the kind of guy I am." I've got no hope. But it's weird being back, seeing these differences between, like, Canada and England. You know, like, for example, out there they've got beer stores and liquor stores, and depending on what you buy, the number of whatever's in it, they nickname it based on that. So, for example, you buy a crate of 24 beers, they call that a 2-4. You buy a 60 centilitre bottle of vodka, they call that a 60. I didn't pick up the lingo. I walked in, thought I was trying to order 2 beers, asked for a pair, they gave me some fruit. Didn't quite pick that one up. Even then, when I come back, I realise that we're a bit weird, because out there they've got orange juice with pulp and with no pulp. Our orange juice is smooth or with juicy fucking bits. Juicy bits, mate. No one planned that one, did they? Juicy bits, that's like some weird kind of variation of a Ken doll. Do you want him smooth or with juicy bits? It's bizarre. But I think the biggest difference that I can't get my head around is the national anthem. Because from a very young age in Canada, when you go to school, you start your day by singing the national anthem, right? We don't do that here, you know? They know all the words to their national anthem. We don't. Up until I was 15, I thought our national anthem ended like this. God save our Queen. Come on, England! Ladies and gentlemen, you've been absolutely wonderful. I've been George Haddon-Hartle. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.